You are not going to believe where I am today to record this episode for you. I am actually sat at the beach. I'm testing out a brand new microphone, so I have it clipped to my summer dress. I'm sat in the sun, looking out to sea. I can see people on paddleboards, people swimming. It's amazing. I'm overlooking the marina. I absolutely love it here. This is actually my favorite creative space. I come here to create content, and I thought, where better to bring you to record my first on location podcast episode for becoming an online sales queen. So welcome to Torbay. That is where I live. We are in the southwest of the UK today, sat by the beach, as I said. So what are we talking about in this episode? Well, of course, we're talking about freedom. Something that I refer to a lot in my content. If you follow me on social media, it is part of my mission to create freedom in my life, my family's life, and in your life too. So I've brought you to the place that makes me feel the most free. I get to run my business without being sat at a desk, and you can too. So I want to walk you through some of the things that allowed me to build a business whereby I get to come and do my best work at the beach. I get to create content on the move because I've got the right equipment to do it. I've got the right headspace to do it. And it puts me in a really good frame of mind to support you with freedom and abundance when I am living freedom and abundance, when I'm embodying the exact thing that I want to help you create. That really does put me into the right headspace. So let's start at the very beginning, right? My question for you is this. If you left your 9 to 5 or, some kind of corporate role, whatever you were doing to earn money before you started your business, right? You obviously decided to end that. You decided to leave that and start your business. What was the reason that you did that? I want you to think about that now. What was the reason? The reason that you maybe sat on the morning commute, staring out of the train window, looking, sat in traffic, looking out the car window, thinking, there's got to be more to life than this. This cannot be every day of my life, Monday to Friday. I cannot have the Sunday night dread, that feeling of doom that hangs over you all weekend about, I've got to go back to work on Monday. What was the reason that you left that? Now, maybe the reason was to be in control of your time. Maybe the reason was to make more money. Maybe the reason was to be more valued, right? Because I'm certain in your business, you value yourself more than your old boss did. I know I certainly do. What was the reason, right? Now, when I ask this question to pretty much all of the ladies that I support, by the way, can you hear the waves crashing in the background? There's waves coming up on the sand, and I hope this new microphone is picking that up because that would be the perfect backdrop to this episode. But I want you to think about this, right? What was the reason that you started your business? I know when I ask most of the women that I work with, they say freedom. They say, I want to be in control of my calendar. I want to be able to spend my time the way that I want to. I want to be able to start work at 10 and finish before the school run. I want to be able to then pick my work up back in the evening at 8 o'clock when the kids are in bed. And I don't want to be knackered knowing that the next day I've got to be up and doing all crazy stuff in the morning. If I want to work late, I can. If I want to work early, I can. If I want to take Fridays off, I can. So I want you to get back into that headspace that you were in when you first started your business. Was freedom your driver? Was control of your calendar your driver? And when you think about how you work now, how you show up in your business now, whether you're in your first year, 5th year, 10th year, it really doesn't matter. How do you show up in your business now? Do you live into that freedom goal that you had? Do you embody that freedom goal that you had? Or are you waiting? Are you waiting? This is the whole reason I'm recording this episode today. I want to wake you up to the fact that I believe that 95% of you are waiting. You are waiting until you earn a certain amount before you claim freedom. You are waiting until you've got a certain number of clients before you live freedom. You are waiting until your bank balance is XYZ, whatever that number is for you. You are waiting until that point before you take a Friday off. You're waiting until you feel successful before you go and meet your mum or the girls for lunch on a Friday. You're waiting. And I want you to stop waiting. For you to really become an online sales queen, you have got to live in the inner belief that you are worthy of all the money, all the clients, all the freedom, all the abundance that you want. And rather than just believing it, because believing is only the first step, I want you to develop habits that support the belief. Because when we have a belief that we don't embody, our brain tries to disprove it. So you could be saying to yourself, I believe I'm going to have a business that gives me freedom when I make certain amounts of money. I believe I'm going to have a business that lets me take Friday off when I've signed another 5 clients, when my membership has got 30 women in it, when my mastermind has got 12 ladies in it. Right now I've got dogs in the background. This is not good. I wanted you to hear the waves. I don't want you to hear the yappy dogs. But anyway, we move. This is what being, on location for a podcast episode is all about. I've just got to hope that my microphone is good enough. So think about it, right? Think about it. Are you living the freedom that you have set as your goal? Are you living it now, or are you waiting? And if you're waiting, if you recognize that you have been saying to yourself, I'll do it when, I'll live it when, I'll claim it when, I want you to set yourself a goal right now, today. Grab a notepad, write this down, or voice note it yourself the minute that you stop listening to this episode. I want you to ask yourself, what is the thing that I could do today to make me feel freedom? What is the thing I could do today to show me that I can live in this freedom? I can claim it today. I don't have to wait. I could do what Rachel's doing, and I could go out and work from a coffee shop for the day. I could do what Rachel's doing and go down to the beach for the day, right? If you're lucky enough to live by the beach. I know not many of you probably do that. I am very lucky to live where I live and be able to do this from the beach. But where is your happy place? Where is your happy place? Is it by water? Is it sat in your favourite armchair? Is it being sat in your conservatory? Is it in a bougie hotel like lobby area where you can get yourself a table for the day? Where is your happy place? Where would make you feel the most free? The whole reason for this episode today is because I want you to live your freedom goal before you're ready. I want you to live your freedom goal before you're ready. Why? Because once you live and embody the goal will come true. The goal will happen. The goal will become your reality. It won't just be a goal. It won't just be something that you see in the future. You'll be writing your future now. You'll be collapsing time on how you live in that goal now. Do you believe me? Because we're soon going to find out. Because those of you that believe me will have grabbed a piece of paper, will be writing down your freedom goal right now, your freedom thing that you can do right now to live your freedom, to make your future freedom your reality right now. Those of you that believe me will be doing that. Those of you that don't believe me will be like, oh, here goes Rach, sat down at the beach yet again, telling us that we can live freedom. And here I am, hustling away at my desk, doing all the busy work, telling myself it's hard, telling myself that clients aren't coming, telling myself that making money is difficult. If that is your reality, if you live at your desk 10 hours a day and you're in all the hustle, that will be why it's hard. You get to make it easy by living into your goal right now. You get to make it easy. I want it to be easy for you, but I cannot want it more than you do. So the action I want you to take from this episode is this. Write down your freedom goals. Ask yourself if you've been waiting to make this a reality, if you've been waiting until a certain time, and then write down on this piece of paper one thing that you can do today to live your freedom goal today. Can you text the girls and say who's free for lunch on Friday? Can you invite your mum to brunch next week? What is it that you could do? Could you go and book yourself a co-working space in a really bougie place that you've always looked at from the outside and thought, I wish I could work in there? Could you go and book yourself a little co-working booth? Could you go to your favorite bougie hotel, wherever it is, and go and just pull up a table, get a chair, order a coffee, and just sit and go, this is a much more creative space to create content in. Yeah, I want you to set that goal. I want you to live it today. Okay, that is it for today. Really, really small episode, 10 minutes long, bite size. So if you've been walking the dog, I wonder how many steps you've got in for this episode. Let me know, will you? Like, come and message me on Instagram at Rach Howarth. Let me know what your freedom goal is, and let me know what the one thing was that you did today, right now, that is going to help you to embody that freedom goal so that it becomes a reality much, much sooner.